Hello everyone, it is Canadian Futures Trader here. It is January the 12th, 2021. It's a Tuesday and I have an update on my OneUp Trader slash MES Capital funded account. All good. If this is your first video of mine that you're watching, I document the process of going through the OneUp Trader evaluation. I did the 100K account. I started that back in kind of later December. I officially passed last Thursday, was day 15. So you can watch my other videos, but essentially I emailed support on Thursday, let them know that I had passed. They said, great, we'll double check your account. Didn't hear from them Friday. Monday morning, I got the okay. They said, great, everything looks good. Here's your trader questionnaire. And then shortly after that was, here's your trader contract. So I filled all that in and submitted it. Got the acknowledgement that yes, we received it and you should have an account in 1 to 2 business days. That was yesterday morning, and then today, right about 12 p.m., I'm on the Pacific time on the west coast of Canada. So about an hour before the market closed, I got this email that your credentials and guidelines, so your account is activated. So I officially have my funded account. Like I said, I got it at about 12 p.m. I wasn't in a rush to start trading today. Definitely don't like trading that last hour of the day, or really the last couple hours. Things slow down, especially in the bonds in general, I would say. So what I did do was I set up everything. I'll just show you this email first, then I'll kind of tell you what I did in terms of setup. So your account is activated. Congratulations, your funded account on Rhythmic Trader has been activated. If you've gone through the OneUp Trader program, you're using Rhythmic, so you're already familiar with it. Setting it up, the funded account, is the exact same process, except they provide you with a new login. It's down below, and that's essentially it. And instead of selecting Rhythmic paper trading, you choose MES Capital. But that is basically it. Once you're connected, everything is the same. The other thing that I showed in my video from yesterday, that the OneUp dashboard now reflects that I'm funded. And it's kind of nice because it even says, I believe at the bottom of this email, that going forward, my dashboard will continually update with what my funded account progress is. Now, their dashboard doesn't update till overnight for me, so it's not useful on the fly. But within Rhythmic, you can always see your exact current balance and what your liquidation amount is, and if you have any open positions, etc. So let me just show you what else is in this email. So basically, just scrolling down a little bit, your MES username and password. This is your Rhythmic login. And that's about it. And then when you scroll down a little bit further, it says DOM execution account, and there's a different account number here. It's actually it's an abbreviated version of the Rhythmic login, just so you know. So once you log into Rhythmic, you still need to then select your account. I mean, it's like one drop down and you're done. It's not a big deal, but just they let you know what to look for there as well. And like I said, it's just a shorter version of the full account number, so it's not a big deal. And that's basically it, guys. So I have not traded it yet, but I'm excited. So game plan is just to start trading. Take it very cautiously at first, see how this week goes. I might do a video with my day one update, depending on how day one goes. I'm honestly not sure if I'll trade this evening. The market's open at 3 p.m. Pacific time, actually in about 40 minutes from now, from when I'm making this video. Possibly we'll trade tonight. I actually did, if you watch my OneUp videos, I pretty much traded exclusively in the evenings. I might have had some trades in the morning, but I honestly don't even know that I did. So it worked out pretty well. It worked out well for me and just my schedule to do so. Things move kind of slow, but there's enough movement that you can obviously make enough to pass the OneUp Trader evaluation. So that's it, guys. So overall, if you're watching this video and it happens to be your first one, I had nothing but a positive experience with OneUp. I think what I plan to do is, once I actually build up a bankroll and do a withdrawal, I'll show that. And then I kind of want to make one summary video just walking through the entire process, kind of the highlights and timeline, so people can understand just how it works from start to finish, and realistically, what to expect. So I'm actually looking forward to making that video. So I'm recording this a little bit later in the day. It's still Tuesday, January the 12th, I believe. So I did trade my OneUp Trader / official funded account, MES Capital, for the first time this evening. Technically Wednesday's trading day. I wanted to show you Rhythmic and how it looks for a few reasons. One, just to show you, not a big winning day, but a winning day. We made $200 net. You'll see here the total P&L was $375. The difference is the commissions. The reason that difference is so big is I took a hell of a lot of trades, way more than I wanted to. It was very much just a day where you you get 2 ticks and then you lose a tick, or you make 1 tick, you lose 2 ticks. It was just back and forth. I was never up any substantial amount, and I was never down any substantial amount. It was just a battle. I was just waiting for that one trade where like maybe it busts out and moves like 6-7 ticks in my favor, which would be $600-700, and it just didn't happen, or at least I wasn't in any trade where that happened. So I wanted to show this. You can trade within Rithmic. I trade within Jigsaw Day Trader, I've mentioned before. A lot of people trade within NinjaTrader, and essentially what you're doing with other software is you're connecting to Rithmic, and your software is then pulling the data from Rithmic into there so you can trade. You can, though, trade within Rithmic. The software is included with your connection, so you technically don't have to buy trading software if you're okay with Rithmic. I've never actually used it to trade, quite honestly, so I don't know how good or bad it is. It will do the basics, obviously. You can see here it has, buy market, sell market, etc. You can configure all this, set predefined like number of contracts, all that type of stuff. Again, I don't really use it per se, but I just want to show it so it is available if you don't want to kind of spend money on software right up front, if you were to be funded. And then the other piece of Rithmic I wanted to show you is, I know it's slightly cut off here, but it's called the Trader Dashboard. I keep this handy as well, open on my desktop. This updates live, as does the other screen, the numbers update, but it will show you your closed profit and loss, like kind of the same numbers, your account balance. It also shows right here, this is an important number if you're having a really bad day, auto liquidate. This is kind of your trailing stop loss, I think is what it's referred to. Like if you go below this number, you're losing your account. So very important. What else? The other thing, I recommend this to people. I can tell a short story, but always before, when I'm done my trading day and I close Jigsaw and I download my trades, I double check this and I make sure that these numbers are zero. Long exposure, short exposure. I have no open positions. I've seen stories more than once on various forums of people who think they're out of every position, they close their software, they wake up the next day only to find out they were either had an open position which went completely against them and now they've busted out, or they have some type of limit order in, buy if it gets to this price, sell if it gets to this price, and it's set at some price that's like kind of off their screen. And that ended up executing overnight because they didn't clear out of it. I've seen stories where people assume that when you close the software, it automatically deleted any open orders. Doesn't happen. And I can speak from my own experience. My very first combine ever with Topstep, many, many months ago, unfortunately. But as such, I was done for the day. I closed the software. Turns out I still had an open, I think, whatever it was, like say an open limit sell order at some price that was way up. I probably had it set thinking it was like a stop loss, or who knows what the reason was. Guess what? It ended up executing and busting my account. It took me a while to figure out exactly what had happened, but that's what happened. So be very careful. You want to make sure these are zeros, and also working buy and working sell. Zero means there's no open orders like sitting at some random price. So just a word of warning. Good practice to double check and make sure that everything is closed and shut down and good for the night. So okay, guys, well, that wraps up today. So that's part of day one of MES Capital. Honestly, I might trade again in the morning if I have the time, so it's not necessarily my complete day one. Like I mentioned earlier in other videos, I want to do a daily update on this part of the account. I will do an update probably when I get to either the end of the week or I make that first 3,500, which is kind of locked into the account. You can't withdraw the first 3,500. It just sits there. If any of you have a question about that, yes, you can withdraw it when you close the account. So if at some point in the future I said, you know what, I'm kind of over this, I'm moving on, I'm trading my own accounts, when you close your account, then you get access to that initial 3,500 that's kind of locked in as a withdrawal buffer. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoy the videos, and feel free to leave any questions below. I'll answer to the best of my abilities. And that is it. So look for more videos later in the week, both the Topstep and for OneUp /MES Capital.